It is game 3 of 3 of the Joel Godlewski Baseball Tournament, the 2021 round, as we bring you back live in here inside the broadcast booth. Braden Cleveland alongside David Shamlin. We are happy to have you along for this game 3 of 3, and this time it's between the Catholic Central Cougars and the Gull Lake Blue Devils. Well, last game, we expected Gull Lake to come out hot and playing really well against the East Grand Rapids Pioneers. And honestly, coming into this tournament, we expected them to be the #1 team in this tournament, but they took East Grand Rapids to the wire, David, and it was a 4-4 game heading into the 7th. East Grand Rapids couldn't do anything at the top of that inning, and then in the bottom half, Gull Lake walked it off with a single with the runner on third, and that is how things ended in that game. And for the Cougars, they lost a nail-biter of their own against East Grand Rapids earlier today. They lost that game, if you were with us earlier today, they lost that game by a close final of 4-3. The Pioneers got that at the go-ahead run in the eventual winning run back in the 6th when Adam Wanzel looked like he may have made the catch on a fly ball out to right, but it popped out of his glove when he hit the ground, and that allowed a run to score, and that is how the Cougars lost that one by a score of 4-3. Well, Gull Lake and Grand Rapids Catholic Central, if CC can pull out this win, then they would be the they would have to win by 2 in order to win the tournament outright. If they couldn't win by 2, if they only could win by 1, that would it would be a 3-way tie. We would have to see if Catholic Central were to win by 1, we would have a 3-way tie at the top of this, or for the tournament win. Each team would have 1 win at that point, and there would be a multitude of tiebreakers down the line, though we aren't sure which ones it would be. We know that run differential is the first one, but right now all these games have been 1-run games, so if Gull Lake wins this one, they would win the tournament outright. No questions asked, no tiebreakers going in. So we'll take a break here as both teams getting ready. We're still waiting on the umpires, and when we come back, we will have all the action of this one from the Cat. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Runners, to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girl! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Well, we are back here inside the broadcast booth. Reagan Cleaves and David Shimlin getting you set as both teams are warming up down below. Cougars are in the field to start this one. David, who do we have on the bump for Catholic Central here today?
Well, thanks, Reagan. It would be number 10, right-hander Ben Passano on the mound this year. Through 15 innings of pitching, he's 2-1 with a 2.93 ERA. He's allowed 8 hits on 10 runs, or on 10 hits on 6 runs, and 8 earned runs on the bump for the Cougars today. At this time, we'll also take a look at the Gull Lake starting lineup. They'll go Ladd Oliver, Knapp, Griffin at the top, Blesh, Harris, Clancy in the middle. Lokes will be the DH for the right fielder Kaiser. He'll bat 7th. And then Talmadge and Beckett to round off the lineup for Gull Lake. Looks like we're just about ready to go for baseball here from the Cat.
That indeed we are. And again, if you were with us in the first game, we had some technical difficulties and are without our camera here today. And so we will be doing this one radio play-by-play for you here on the Cougar Baseball Network. Starting it off is Kofi Ladd Oliver. He is the center fielder for Gull Lake today. Yeah. His line in the first game, he had a hit by pitch, a double, a single, and an error, and he reached on an error, so he's 2 for 3 thus far today. Watch that first pitch go upstairs. That one caught the bottom part of the strike zone for strike 1. 0-1 here. Home plate umpire today is Bob Galvin. He has been on the bases for the last 2 games of this tournament, and he's behind the plate for this one. That pitch caught the inside half of the plate for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike here on Ladd Oliver. Ladd Oliver, the center fielder for Gull Lake, stands straightaway stance, bends the right knee, lifts the front leg. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. And for Ben Passano, that is his 15th strikeout of the campaign. And we've got 1 down here in the top of the first.
Second baseman number 12, Reed Knapp.
That'll bring up Reed Knapp. We'll have an open stance. Gull Lake, some of the players are sporting gray pants with blue piping down the side of the leg, and that blue stripe is outlined by 2 black stripes. First pitch missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The second pitch from Passanant missed low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Cougars around the outfield look like Johnson, Klaus, and Redmer left to right. On the infield, it's McCall, Kuzner, John Passanant, and then Adam Wadzel. A little bit of a different look on the infield. That one missed low and inside. 3 balls, no strikes on Knapp. A little bit different look for Catholic Central as they slide in their typical center fielder when Peyton Klaus isn't out there. And Adam Wadzel has made his way to first. Dom Schoenborn working the designated hitter's spot, and they walk Knapp. They walk Knapp on 4 pitches.
Batting third, first baseman number 10.
And so a runner on first for Corbin Griffin. The first baseman, sporting number 10, will step in. Slightly open stance. Got his left elbow up, and Passanant will check over to Wadzel for the runner on first. Reed Knapp on first will take a healthy lead with Wadzel holding him on. Passanant about to come set, but steps off and fires over to first. Everybody back in safely. Passanant checks Knapp at first, comes set. First pitch to Griffin. Missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Corbin Griffin. He's the senior from Gull Lake here. Cougars again sporting their white home uniforms as they normally do, with blue numerals, script Catholic across the front. Fly ball center field. On the run is nobody, and that dropped in. My goodness, 3 players converged. That was Redmer, Passanant, and Peyton Klaus. Somebody called it, nobody got it. And
third baseman number 11.
That won't go on as an error in the score sheet, but that'll put 2 runners on with 1 out here for number 11, Matt Blesh. Matt Blesh straightaway stance, bent at the knees. Calls time, and then will step back in, holds the bat over his right shoulder, the kick and the pitch. Caught the inside half of the plate for strike 1. Passanant checks Knapp at first and delivers a curveball well inside that'll allow Knapp to go to third and Griffin to advance. And that'll allow Griffin to advance to second, so 2 runners in scoring position, a 2 RBI opportunity for Matt Blash with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. It's 85 degrees outside. We've definitely climbed the ladder here. Earlier today it started out high 70s, but steadily increased in temperature. That one missed down and away. 2 balls. The 2-1. Popped up into center. Peyton Klaus on the run. He will have to let it drop. He misplayed it. Coming home to score is Knapp. Rounding third is Griffin. And he will come home to score. It's an early 2-0 lead here for Gull Lake. Peyton Klaus, who's usually a pretty good center fielder, has misplayed 2 balls here to start this one, as that one dropped right in front of him. So it's a double.
Batting fifth, shortstop, number 5.
A 2 RBI double for Blash, and that'll bring up Julian Harris. That kick in the pitch. Popped up right field. That's right to Brady Redmer, and he'll make the grab for out number 2.
Batting 6, catcher. Number 2,
So,
Danny Clancy.
fly out to 9. That's how Harris goes down, and there are 2 away here after striking out the first batter he faced. Ben Passanaw surrendered a walk, a single, and a double. And then, or before Harris flew out to right. First pitch to Clancy is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Passanaw comes set, working from the first base side of the rubber today. The kick and the pitch. Fly ball into center, tracking to its right. Klaus on the run, and he'll make the grab. But not before Catholic Central surrenders 2 runs. We will head to the bottom of the first, Catholic Central trailing by 2. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
Well, we are back for the start of the bottom of the first inning as Cougars were sent to the plate today in game number 2. John Passanaw to lead it off, followed by Kuzner and Bates at the top. Klaus Schomborn will be the DH for Ben Passanaw, the pitcher, followed by Johnson, then the first baseman Adam Wanzel in the 7-hole, McCall in the 8-hole, and Brady Redmer to round it out in the 9-hole for the Cougars.
One ball, one strike the count as both pitches evened each other out. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a strike on John Passanaw. That's fouled away. Talmadge on the mound for Gull Lake here in this in the second game of the doubleheader for Gull Lake. They played the middle game against East Grand Rapids. Grounded towards second, picked up on a hop by Knapp, and he'll flip it over to first in time for out number 1. So 1 away here.
Shortstop number 1, Luke Kuzner.
That'll bring up Luke Kuzner. Kuzner, this is his first appearance on the day. Or actually his second appearance. He had one at-bat back in the first game. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 now on Luke Kuzner, the Catholic Central shortstop. He never made an appearance in the field. He only had a pinch hit opportunity back in that first game. Talmadge will kick and fire. Popped up high in the air and behind us. 0-2. The left-hander working on the mound today, wearing, as the rest of Gull Lake is, those gray jerseys with blue and with dark blue and baby blue striping, along with the dark blue numbers along the back. That missed low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Luke Kuzner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Never mind. Can't read that scoreboard out in right field. That kick in the pitch from Talmadge. Line drive into left field. That'll get down for a base hit for Luke Kuzner. So with 1 out, Kuzner is on. That'll bring up Jabin Bates.
Catcher number 7, Jabin Bates.
Bates, this is an odd situation, David. We don't often see him taking cuts from the right hand. It matters box, but today facing a left-hander in Talmadge, he will stand in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Talmadge. Missed low and in. And to second base as it got past the catcher Clancy. Will go Luke Kuzner. So wild pitch moves Kuzner to second. Jabin Bates facing a 1 ball, no strike count here. Talmadge will come set. Fly ball into left. It'll get down. And Kuzner will make his way to third, not having to tag up. And so Jabin Bates with 2 straight line drives, 2 straight Cougar batters, line drives into left. We have runners on the corners for the cleanup hitter, Peyton Klaus. Peyton Klaus in the last game had 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and he reached on an error, so 0 for 4 back in that first game. Pitch got away from Clancy as it was low and in. And to second base will go Jabin Bates. One ball, no strike here to Peyton Klaus. Both runners taking leads. That kick in the pitch. Lined up the gap, and it'll get through. Around third and heading for home is Jabin Bates. Throw to the plate will be cut off, and Bates slides in safely. Took a bit of a tumble there, but he's in safely, and a 2 RBI ground ball through the gap and into left for Peyton Klaus. Ties up the baseball game.
Well, that's just the start the Cougars needed after allowing 2 runs in the first to tie it up and get themselves right back in this ball game with the runner on and Schoenborn to the plate.
And again, only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Catholic Central getting to Gull Lake early, and this is a bigger surprise than we would have thought, as the throw over to first is held up on. Around the outfield for the Blue Devils, it's Beckett, Ladd, Oliver, and Kaiser left to right. Blesh, Harris, Knapp, Griffin, same direction in the infield. Talmadge on the bump, and then Clancy behind the dish. Runner goes. Grounder to second. It'll be picked up there by Knapp and over to first to get Dominic Schoenborn. So, 2 gone here in the bottom of the first, and a tie baseball game. Catholic Central was able to tie it up. No, Aiden Johnson to the plate. Aiden Johnson's little brother is the bat boy today for Catholic Central. That's fouled back into the right. We saw him go up to the pregame meeting between the umpires and Coach Tim McKinnon and Reggie Walters, the head coach for Gull Lake. Runner on second is Peyton Klaus. Johnson has a 0-1 count on him. That's grounded right to Knapp again. He picked it up on a hop, bobbled it, and flips it over to first. 3-4-3 ground outs retire the Catholic Central side, but not before Catholic Central can get 2 runs across the plate. We will head to the second inning. Catholic Central and Gull Lake tied at 2. This is the Catholic Central Baseball Network.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
We're back here for the start of the second inning of play here in Game 3 of this Catholic Central tournament, as it will be Lokes to lead it off for the Gull Lake Blue Devils. Passing out's first pitch to Lokes is high strike call to make the count 0-1. Leo 1. In on Lokes, and fortunate to get out of the way on that one. They draw the count at 1-1. One is in there. Count will go to 1-2.
So all during the timeouts of the cross game last night, I was playing Disney song.
That one gets away from Bates. Draw the count even at 2-2.
Driving to Columbus today and then flying out tomorrow morning. They're watching their dog.
A 2-2 pitch. Taken high by Brendan Lokes. Draw the count full now at 3-2. Grounded to short. Fire not in time to get Lokes. And Blue Devils will start with the runner on.
That was a close play at first. Luke Kuzner was playing a little deep on that ground ball, and he didn't charge it. So that split second, compared to if he would have been a little bit further up, may have cost the Cougars the out there. And the result of that is Laux on first.
Oh, bringing Gavin Talmadge, the left fielder here for the Blue Devils, or the pitcher rather for the Blue Devils. First pitch from passing on to Talmadge is in there for strike one. Passing out 0-1 offering. Caught strike on a good breaking ball from Ben Passanant, and he's ahead in the count 0-2 now. That one chopped to McCall. Throw, he'll get one. And one's all they will get is the throw from Wanzel. Will not be in time to get the runner going from second to third. So the Blue Devils will have one away here with the runner on third base.
She doesn't know it yet. I do the state tonight.
First pitch to Sam Beckett is down and in on him for a 1-0 count. Passing out to 1-0 offering. That one laced in, down the line and will get by the left fielder Aiden Johnson and go to the wall. Beckett will pull in the second with a 1-out RBI double to give the Blue Devils the 3-2 lead.
Number 7, Kofi Ladd Oliver.
Back to the top of the order now for Kobe Ladd Oliver.
Oliver's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout back in the first. This is his second plate appearance on the day.
The 1-0. Down to make it 2-0. Passing out to our calculations, already with 30 pitches, so it's about where you want to be for 2 innings so far. That one's skied in the air. McCall after it. He will make the catch in foul territory, 2 away.
Yeah, and McCall did a nice job to make that catch and be aware enough to keep the runner at second. With Sam Beckett at second, if McCall isn't looking there, he might be able to get away with a stolen base. But again, that's a little bit more of an obscure chance there.
Brings in the second baseman, Reed Knapp. He'll ground this one to Kuzner. Throw on to Wanzel at first, takes care of him. Blue Devils get 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second on your home for the Cougar, on the Cougar Baseball Network.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Yeah! Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
High school sports are as American.
It'll be Adam Wadzel to start off the bottom of the second here at the Cougar Baseball Field. Catholic Central and Gull Lake. Averaging 2.5 runs an inning thus far. First pitch was low. I thought that was low and away, but
yeah, it looks to be a little low and away.
That pitch is upstairs. It is 1-1. I was mistaken on that. Bob Galvin, the whole plate umpire, here for us today at the swing and a miss on a pitch inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Adam Wadzel. Wadzel, the first baseman for the Catholic Central Cougars today. That one missed low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Is it 2-2?
Pardon me, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. Missed upstairs. So that'll make it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Straightaway stance for Waddell. He awaits the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive. Right field. It'll be foul. Hooked just about 10 feet to the right of the right field line, and that is foul territory, so we will reset, and again at a 3-2 count.
Waddell, the only true lefty in the lineup for the Cougars, so most of them are going righty on lefty.
The pitch. Inside, he missed upstairs and in on Waddell, and there is a man on first for Andrew McCall.
Third baseman number 4, Andrew McCall.
Andrew McCall was 2 for 3 with a single and a fly out to center. Back in that game against East Grand Rapids. Let's see if he can continue that success in this baseball game. First pitch. Shows bunt, but pulls back on it as it was a low and inside delivery. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the second, Catholic Central trailing 3-2 to Gull Lake. The pitch, runner goes, pitch upstairs, throw down to second is well in time, and they get Adam Waddell on a caught stealing. 2-6.
Late jump for Waddell, and now McKinnon's coming out to say something to the home plate umpire.
I don't know what they're talking about. Tim McKinnon and Bob Galvin have known each other for a while. And now Bob Galvin will call in his partner. Let's see if I can get this name right. Eric John Stepanski. Stepanzik. He was the home plate umpire for the first 2 games of this
Looks like
tournament.
McKinnon's saying something. Keeps on touching his hip and looking for a tag. Something with the tag is.
Yeah, but again, there being no video replay, it's kind of hard to appeal a call, especially when it's a play at second and your closest umpire is the one that made the call and called Waddell out. So as it stands, it's 1 out here for Andrew McCall with that runner and thus RBI opportunity erased off the board, and it looks like that's how Tim McKinnon's going to have to leave it.
Yeah, McKinnon disagreeing completely on that one.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
From our vantage point, it looked like he was out well and truly, and still Bob Galvin not getting behind the plate. Now, he sees that his umpiring partner is back, and so there's 1 out here on Andrew McCall. That missed well up and away. For the second, just a bit outside. Here. That missed like well out of the left-handed batter's box. 2 balls, no strikes here. Dolmich comes, sets the kicks and the pitch. That's in there for a strike.
Because he tagged him here, so if he comes down, how can he be out when his hands are that part of their head?
The 2-1. That's inside it. Hit Andrew McCall. And the Cougars, with 2 free bases, have 2 straight runners on, but Andrew McCall the only one staying on. And that'll bring up Brady Redmer. Redmer didn't play in the game earlier today, so we can refer to the statistics packet that we have from him on earlier. He's batting .230 on the year through 61 at-bats, 14 hits, and 4 doubles. That's down low for a ball.
We're going to get a mound visit here from the head coach for Gull Lake.
Yeah, Reggie Walters making an early mound visit here. As the infield converges, and they will. It was a very quick mound visit, and it's something that we're not really used to as Catholic Central fans. Tim McKinnon tends to draw out his mound visits until the umpire approaches him and say, "Hey, Tim, let's move it along here." But either way, a quick mound visit there for Reggie Walters in the infield of Gull Lake, with a 1-ball, no strike count on Brady Redmer. They're kicking the pitch. Fly ball, shallow right field. Getting under it is Kaiser, and he'll make the grab. 4-2 away. That'll bring up the top of the order, and John Passanaw, who grounded out to second his last time out, looking to avoid that fate and hopefully get Andrew McCall around the bases to tie up the baseball game. Right now he's got to do that. Earlier this year, he did hit a home run in batting practice. Granted, perfect conditions and nothing. And obviously, no pitchers trying to fool him. But he did clear the park. The 0-1. That got the outer half of the plate for strike 2-0 and 2 here. Throw over to first. Not in time. Sliding back in is Andrew McCall. He's on first base with a hit by pitch. And a 0-2 count here on Passanaw. The pitch. Grounded foul, third base side. Still 0-2 on John Passanaw. Here in a sunny, high 80s day at the Cat. Now they've got Andrew McCall down in a pickle, but it's an error, and he'll round second and head to third, and just like that, a base hit will tie up this baseball game.
Well, that's a break right there for the Cougars. They had McCall picked off. Fortunately, it was thrown away by Talmage.
And I think it was more the catch by Griffin that was the issue. We'll credit the error to him. So McCall standing on third with a two-base error on the first baseman. The 0-2 upstairs on John Passanaw. Passanaw is 0 for 1 today. The kick and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. The throw over to first, under drop third will end the inning. We will head to the third. Catholic Central trailing 3-2. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet.
Leading it off for Gull Lake here in the top of the third. It'll be number 10, Corbin Griffin. The senior, open stance, bent at the knees. First pitch offering from Passanaw is missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Griffin singled his last time up and came around to score. Felt from a wild pitch and a 2 RBI double by Blesh, who is on deck. That one missed outside once again. 2 balls, no strikes. Passanaw comes set from the belt. The 2-0. Up and away, missed it. So 3 straight balls to start this at-bat and this half inning. Not something you want to do if you're a Catholic Central Cougar. The 3-0. Missed inside, ball 4, he walked him. So Griffin stands on first.
Number 11, Matt Blush.
For Blush, another RBI opportunity if he can get a double like he did last time. That'll bring up Blash. Stands in. Alternating closed and straightaway stance. Fouls the first pitch back to the right. A fan from Shawinigan gets that one. Nothing in 1 here on Blash. Passanaw, runner goes. Missed down low, throw down to second is not in time. Sliding in safely is Griffin. And he's on second with a stolen base and an RBI opportunity for Matt Blash. One the count here on Blash. Passanaw comes set. Working from the belt. Bunt shown and it's popped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, on the Gull Lake first baseman, or Gull Lake third baseman, pardon. Passanaw comes set. Checks the runners, the 1-2 pitch. Missed low and away, got away from Bates, but he was able to corral it and deter Griffin from advancing. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Matt Blash. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. With a 2 RBI double, pardon. And that 2-2. It plunked him. It hit him on the back, and 2 free bases given away by Ben Passanaw. See Blash on first, Griffin on second, and Tim McKinnon to the mound for a mound visit. David, what do you think they're talking about out there?
Well, I think McKinnon's just trying to calm him down. Seems like he's releasing the ball either way out and not having his arm in, or he's releasing it way up top instead of finishing through with it.
And Cougars got to be aware they have an opportunity to turn a double play here, depending on where that baseball is hit to. If it's hit to McCall, he can step on third and may have an opportunity if the Cougars can turn it. May have the opportunity for a triple play, but again, those have to be the right circumstances. Because you could always have that double steal, which typically happens in situations like this to deter the double play. 3-2, Gull Lake leads this top of the third. Catholic Central in the field here with runners for Gull Lake on second and first. At the plate is Julian Harris. Swinging a line drive that'll get down for a base hit. Coming around third and heading for home is Griffin. Throw to the plate will not be in time. And it's an RBI single into left for Julian Harris on the first pitch.
Number 2, Danny Clancy.
That'll bring up the catcher, Danny Clancy, with runners on first and second here and a 4-2 lead for Gull Lake. He'll step in here with the bat over his left shoulder. Over his right shoulder, pardon. Passanal will step off. Here's we take our first look at the out-of-town scoreboard and the West Michigan Whitecaps side of things. The pitch. Grounded toward third, picked up by McCall. He'll go to 2 for 1. Can they get the runner at first? No, they can. It's a fielder's choice, so Clancy is on. For the fielder's choice, Julian Harris is off the base paths with a 5-4.
Number 17, Brendan Lopes.
And that'll bring up the number 7 hole hitter, Brendan Lokes, with runners on the corners.
Well, if McCall didn't try to tag the runner going to third, they might have had a chance, even quicker chance to turn 2.
You're right. He did kind of hesitate, try to tag Blesh as he was heading to third, but to no avail, and ended up only being able to get 1, and there's 1 out. Foul ball right side that will get out of play. Passanant checks the runners. It's a 4-2 baseball game here. The pitch. Low and away. He missed it. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike here on Lokes. Lokes 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. His last time up. The 1-1. Caught the outer half of the plate for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right now in the bottom of the 5th, the West Michigan Whitecaps are trailing the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers by a score of 8-5. That's the first game of a doubleheader today. That pitch misses outside on Lokes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They will play the game on a makeup from yesterday's rainout, and that will be played after the game against first game against Wisconsin. Runner goes. Grounded foul right in front of the plate. So, count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then Wisconsin and West Michigan will finish up that 6-game set tomorrow, the 23rd, starting at 2:05 p.m. Passanant checks on the runner. Sliding back in at first is Danny Clancy. 4-2, Gull Lake leads this one, 1 out. Top of the 3rd. Passanant comes set. Checks the runner. Sliding in safely is Clancy. Passanant checks Clancy at first, comes set. We'll check on Clancy again, sliding in safely with Wadzell's tag being applied just a little bit late. Was Clancy once again. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brendan Lokes. The set. And the check over to first. It almost got past Wadzell, but it didn't get past him, so runner will stay at 3rd. Passanant. Will he finally deliver this 2-2 pitch? We might never know. The set, the kick, and the fire. Runner goes. Pitch upstairs, throw down to second is well in time, and it's a 2-4 put out. And that pitch missed outside for a ball on Lokes. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's another dandy throw by Jamin Bates. He sensed the runner going and was in that ready-to-go position as that one's grounded. Short.
The middle, and it got past Kuzner. An RBI error for Lokes, and it's a 5-2 baseball game.
Number 8, Gavin Tolmage.
They bring up Gavin Tolmage. Here, 5-2. Gull Lake leads this baseball game. Tolmage stands in, slightly open stance, upright. First pitch. In there for a strike in the up outside corner. Tolmage is 0 for 1 with a ground out to third his last time up.
I'm out there between the first and second games. Alvin says, who's sort of like in charge today? So, right now, I guess I am.
Nothing in 1 here to Tolmage. The pitch. Missed upstairs.
These Grand Rapids gave us each a check for 2 games. Well, Lou says they did. Yeah, it's perfect. I'll already know what they paid for 1. He goes, sounds good to me. I just wanted to make sure that someone knew it.
Nothing in 1. Passana kicks and delivers. That caught the inside half of the plate for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by Ben Passana. Might have been a little inside, but it was enough to fool the hitter Talmage.
It was enough also to get Bob Galvin to call it a strike. That's grounded up the middle and into center field for a base hit.
Number 16, Sam
That'll bring
Beckett.
up the bottom of the order, and Sam Beckett, the left fielder, doubled into left his last time up. Now there's a courtesy runner at first for the pitcher Tolmage. Can't see his number. Passing comes set. The kick and the pitch. Grounded foul. Slightly open stance for the right-handed batter Beckett. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Coming around third and headed for home is Lokes. Throw will be to the cutoff man Wadzell. And in to score is number 17, Brendan Lokes. 6-3 Gull Lake. 6-2 Gull Lake. Pardon. That's 3 straight pitches, or 3 straight batters that have grounded up the middle, and that'll bring out Tim McKinnon for another mound visit.
Well, after this one, he's got 1 more than he has to take. He's doing it now. It looks like when Passanot's coming out of the game. Adam Wanzel will come in and pitch. It looks like.
So we will head and take a break. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message.
Well, we are back here for the Meyer calling to the bullpen. On the mound is now Adam Wadsell. Adam Wadsell is on the mound. Johnson moves to first from left field, and Dawson Schroeder sits in left field. Wadsell comes set. He'll check the runner. And second, kick and deliver. Pitch down low. 1 ball, no strikes here on Ladd Oliver. Adam Wadsell checks to Drew Blesh at second. Pitch is caught the outside corner. Bates throws down to second, sliding back in safely is Drew Blesh. Pitch missed, so it's 2 balls, no strikes here on Ladd Oliver. Wadsell chucks Blesh, kicks and fires. It's in there for a strike in the upper part of the zone. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Wadsell checks and delivers. Left-hander missed that curveball upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. Blesh a healthy leadoff at second. Wadsell checks and will step off.
There was nothing organized. They would just go up there. You know? Be like going to your place and going water skiing.
Pitch inside. He missed it. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Ladd Oliver. Now for passing by our calculations, he had 56 pitches in that outing. They yanked him pretty early. The 3-1. Missed low and inside. A ball. He walked him, so on 6 pitches.
Number 12, Reed Knapp.
That'll bring up Reed Knapp. It is a 6-2 Gull Lake lead. They have blown this thing wide open here in the top of the 3rd. Wadsell comes set. The pitch. Missed low and inside. Got past Jabin Bates, and it'll be a wild pitch that scores Matt Blesh. And it's now 7-2. One ball, no strikes here on Reed Knapp. He's the 9th batter the Blue Devils have sent to the plate in this inning. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now on Knapp. He is 0 for 1 with the ground out and a walk. Came around to score back in the 1st. Wadsell kicks and fires the 1-1. Foul to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, Knapp is one of the only 2 batters in this Gull Lake lineup who has batted in each and every inning. That pitch missed low and away, low and inside. Pardon. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's runners on second and third. Here for Reed Knapp. Wadsell kicks and fires. And breaking ball missed up and away. That has made the count full. Will come set from the chin. The payoff pitch. Upstairs he walked him. And Gull Lake is batted around here in this third inning. That'll bring up Corbin Griffin.
Number 10, Corbin Griffin.
Griffin walked in his first appearance in this third inning. The kick in the pitch. Fly ball into right center. That'll get down. That'll score 1, 2, maybe 3 here. He's finally getting it at the wall is Peyton Clausen with a stand-up triple. Well, actually, not a stand-up triple. He slid in, but he could have stood up. As Kobe Griffin in with a 3 RBI. With a 3 RBI triple. And gets down, and that'll score yet another Gull Lake runner, Corbin Griffin, in with a single for Blash. Yes, it is 15 after 3. So the mercy rule is 15 after 3, 10 after 5. We don't have the scoreboard updated right now. We believe it's 11 right now. Yeah, it is 11. So it's 11 to 2 here. That one missed down low and on Harris. One ball, no strikes. Things have really blown open here in the top of the third. That missed up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Waddell will kick and fire. Missed upstairs. Now Waddell is allowed only 3 runs to score. At least 3 earned runs to score. He is responsible for the runner on first. That missed inside. 4 pitches, 4 walks. Or 4 pitches and walk. And now there are 2 men on.
Number 2, Danny Clancy.
Danny Clancy at the plate. The catcher, the pitch. Low and away, throw down to first. Did they get him? Yes, they did. Jabin Bates showing good baseball knowledge and good sense to fire it down to first to catch Harris. And we will head to the bottom of the third. Catholic Central trailing 11-2. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect.
It'll be Luke Kuzner to start off the bottom half of the third for Catholic Central. Cougars trailing 11-2 after an 8-run top of the third for Gull Lake. This has turned into a rout. There's Ben Passanaugh, couldn't get much going when he was pitching, and then Adam Wadzel fell victim to just having too many runners on. Popped up high in the air, right side. Settling under it is Griffin, and will make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up Jabin Bates here with 1 out here in the third.
Number 7, Jabin Bates.
Jabin Bates working from the right side of the plate here. Watches that up and away. 4-1. The kick and the pitch. In there for a strike. 1-1 strike here on Jabin Bates. He singled his last time up and came around to score. Oh, line that up the middle and down for a base hit into center field, and I have a feeling we might see a pinch runner here. No, we won't. Nah, never mind.
Number 5, Peyton Klaus.
That'll bring up Peyton Klaus. First pitch to Klaus. He held up on it, and it was down and low. A good choice there. Now that's grounded through the gap and into left field, and that advances everybody. Jabin Bates to second, Peyton Klaus to first, and that'll bring up Dom Schoenborn. Here with 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Dom Schoenborn.
And there will be a courtesy runner for Jabin Bates here. It'll be number 8, Brian Langlois.
Brian Langlois and for courtesy runner.
Here in this 11-2 baseball game. Schoenborn will step in. Holds the elbow. Holds his right elbow close to his side. Watches that curveball miss outside. Schoenborn grounded to second his last time up. For Catholic Central, this is only their second trip through the lineup. So we're only in the bottom of the third. They kicking the pitch. Popped up high and back to the right. That'll be foul. 1-1 strike here on the Catholic Central designated hitter. The pitch from Talmadge. Missed upstairs. 2-1 strike. Now on Schoenborn. The 2-1 from the Gull Lake pitcher. Missed outside. 3-1 strike now. Chance here if Dom Schoenborn can walk, that'll load up the bases for Aiden Johnson, who is on deck. They're kicking the pitch. Missed down low. We walked him. And the bases are loaded for Aiden Johnson. Langlois will be on third. And now we'll have a pinch runner, it looks like, for, well, hold it. This seems to be a little bit more of an extravagant. Maybe it's either a pinch runner or it is. We'll wait until they. It will be a pitching change here for Gull Lakes. We'll step aside here on the Cougar Baseball Network.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to.
So it'll be Dawson Schroeder on first base and Evan Kaiser on the mound for the Blue Devils here. He is in for Talmadge. And he'll face Aiden Johnson.
Left fielder.
The left fielder for the Cougars. Grounded out 2 seconds his last time up. First pitch. Grounded through the gap, and that'll score one. They'll hold up Klaus at third, but the Cougars are back on the score sheet with a run. As coming up to score is Brian Langlois.
Number 23, Adam Wanzel.
So that'll bring up Adam Wanzel with Klaus on second, or Klaus on third, and now Adam Wanzel swings and misses on a ball in the dirt, drawing some rather curt remarks from our companions up here in the press box. Pitch inside, laid off that one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. All of the runners on second and third are the ones that Talmadge is responsible for. Kaiser is responsible for Johnson on first. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Foul to the backstop by Adam Wanzel. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Catholic Central trailing, as you can see on your screen, by a very close score of 11-3. Grounded to first, double play opportunity here, but it got through the first baseman. And coming home to score is Dawson Schroeder after Peyton Klaus. So it'll be runners on the corners with 2 more runs coming across. It's now 11-5. And that'll bring up
McCall.
Andrew McCall. Here with only one away, Catholic Central getting a couple more runs across 3 to be exact here in the bottom of the third. That kick in the pitch. Missed low and away. Got past the catcher, Clancy. And coming home to score will be Aiden Johnson. So now it is 11-6.
That scoreboard's got to be reset. Scoreboard's got to be reset.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strike here on Andrew McCall. The kick in the pitch. Fly ball into right field. That'll get down, and they'll send Wanzel home. No, they won't. They'll hold him up at third. So it'll be runners on the corners now.
Number 24, Brady Redmer.
And that'll bring up Brady Redmer. Redmer flew out to right his last time up. Runners on the corners here. Cougars have brought 4 across the plate here in this bottom of the third. Redmer will watch that one go down low.
What is this, the 8th batter of the inning?
This is the 8th batter of the inning, David, and this is the third that Kaiser has faced. Cougars have been able to send a bunch to the plate here. That pitch missed low and away. Now, he called a balk. So now that'll score another run, and the Cougars, just like that, are back within 4. That's in there for a strike. So the count is 1-1 here on Redmer. Tigers have been delayed. That's lined to second. It got by, and they're sending him home, and they will hold up, and Andrew McCall comes home to score, and it is now 11-8.
Yeah, Cougars just getting a lot of breaks right now. Everything going their way this inning. This half of the inning, it wasn't last half of the inning, it was going Gull Lake's way.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen here is an error on the second baseman. It was hit right to him, but it hopped up and over his left shoulder, and the Cougars, we thought they were down and out at the beginning of this inning, but it is an 11-8 game now here in the bottom of the third. My goodness, and the Cougars have bring to the top of the order once again. It's John Passanaw for the third straight inning. Curveball missed up and away. We still only have 1 out here against the Catholic Central Cougars in this game. That kick in the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Double play opportunity. They get 1 at second. Can they get the other at first? Not in time. So John Passanaw beats out a double play. And he is on first with Brady Redmer getting the short end of a 1-3. Ground out. And now it'll be Ben English to the plate for Luke Kuzner. Here in the third. This is an interesting... Maybe they're getting Kuzner ready to pitch. Would be my thought, but I don't see him warming up in the bullpen. This is definitely interesting. So we do not see a lot of this from the Catholic Central head coach, Tim McKinnon. You got a runner on first in John Passanaw, 2 outs. The first pitch misses outside. Here with 2 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Hull comes set. The 1-0. Grounded foul. Pitch was well inside, but Ben English went around on it anyway. 1 ball, one strike here. Lead off for Passon. He slides back in safely. No tag attempted to be applied there by the first baseman, Griffin. A nice breeze coming over, at least into the press box. And did that hit Ben English? That was well inside. It was so far inside, actually, that it hit him. It almost hit him. Well, it was inside. Swing and a miss on a fastball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 11-8. Gull Lake leads this one. A high-scoring affair from the Cat. That misses up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kaiser on the mound. He's allowed a lot of runners. The pitch fouled back almost into the glove of Clancy to end the inning, but that is not how things transpired. Bottom of the 3rd, 2 out here. Runner on second. That would bring the Cougars back within 2. That kick in the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning as we head to the 4th. Catholic Central trailing 11-8. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan. In almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being...
11-8, the score in the top of the 4th. Catholic Central and Gull Lake here in game number 3 of the 2021 Joe Godleski Baseball Tournament.
Well, we need a quick inning here for the Cougars.
Yeah, the Cougars have...
an 8 spot.
Yeah, the Cougars have got a ton of momentum here, getting 6 runs across in that 3rd inning. Not as much as they needed to bring us back, but it's in there for a strike on Clancy. Coming set is Waddell. He'll kick and fire. That got the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 here on Clancy. The kick in the pitch. Missed upstairs with a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch inside, and Clancy is retired here. And a Cougar growl plays over the PA here as a strikeout is recorded.
Number 17, Brendan Lopes.
You know what I told Trevor last night?
That'll bring up
A deal with John Ballpark
Brendan Lokes.
In every football game, we need to have a live cougar on the side.
Pitch down low. 4 ball 1.
Run it around the end zone.
That might work if the mascot was on Ball the Eagle or something.
Yeah, but I don't think they would let a live cougar out of John Ball. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Lokes. We're talking about having a live cougar at Catholic Central football games, which I don't think it would be the best idea, but it would be awful funny. Fly ball into center. Coming in to make the catch is Dawson Schroeder. Then he'll make the grab with 2 away.
They do buffaloes, they do horses, they do bulldogs, they do all kinds of stuff. Why can't we do a cougar? Or this is. Who's up?
It's Talmadge. Wait, no, that's not Talmadge. No, this isn't Lott Oliver. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Upstairs, that's Drew Blesh.
Blesh, number 1.
In for Talmadge. He's got 2 away on him now. The pitch. Missed inside. 4 ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Why was passing off pitching out of the stretch when he was warming up on the line?
Now, which end zone would be in?
Well, comes set.
The one by the tunnel, so we had to leave it.
1-2. Breaking ball on the outside half of the plate for strike 2. Now.
Put him on the other. I would put him on the other end zone. That way we could leave quick if he.
That probably would be a good idea to put him by closer to the escape for him, because we want to get him.
On a leash, he'll be fine.
Cougars can break leashes.
Not if you're with their trainer.
Oh, whatever. The 2-2. Low.
I mean, look at Joe Exotic.
3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here on Blesh, the pitch. Missed inside.
Thank you for joining us for a conversation.
Yeah, we had a nice, fun conversation about whether or not we should have a live cougar at Catholic Central football games. I'd like to see when at Catholic Central baseball games, see him try to shag fly balls.
I want a cougar at a hockey game.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Hey, he'd scrape up the glass pretty good.
He'd never leave the penalty box.
He wouldn't leave the penalty box.
Guys have no thought process, no imagination. I will admit the live pitch hitter. I think a live cougar would be cool.
That kick in the pitch. Missed low. Nope, Sam Beckett is still at the plate. On first stands Drew Blesh. 1 ball, no strikes here. I think PETA might get on our case.
He never there anyway.
No, I'm talking PETA. I'm talking PETA.
Oh, PETA might,
Yeah, PETA might get on our case if we bring a cougar to a live hockey game. Yeah. No, PETA. The people for the ethical treatment of animals, or whatever the heck it is. That pitch misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes on Sam Beckett. 2 balls, no strikes here on Beckett. Wadsell checks Blesh at first. The kick in the pitch. That catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I swear this umpire is calling. I swear he's calling the pitch before it even hits the glove.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wadsell steps off the plate. David does make a good observation there. Bob Galvin behind the plate seems to be calling the result of the pitch. It's swung on and missed on a fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Wanzel kicks and fires. Check swing down low. Did he go? It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. After that 2-2 pitch missed down low and check swing was held up on. Runner on first is Drew Blash. Swing and a miss. He fouled it into the glove of Jabin Bates, and Cougars get out of the inning without surrendering a run. They look to go and get back on the scoreboard here when we come back for the bottom half of it. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic
Number 7, Jabin Bates.
It'll be Jabin Bates to look to get the bats going for Catholic Central here in the bottom of the 4th. Devils couldn't get anything going in that top half of the 4th, and first pitch misses inside on Jabin Bates. Bates now taking his cuts from the left-hand side of the batter's left-hand side of the plate. He grounds that to first. It got past the first baseman Griffin again, so an E3 sees Jabin Bates. Sees him on
Number 6,
first.
Shouts.
It'll be Luke Shouts now to the plate here. They check over on Bates at first. They do it again. Nothing going on that. We're in the bottom of the 4th. So, as we are in the 4th, we shall check on the Detroit Tigers. That's in there for a strike. Dust kicking up behind home plate. And that'll come up to us. Right now, oh, that's a fair ball, and that will be a double play. Easy here. As they get 1 and 2. That was a weird play there. As it came up in, it was a check swing up and in on Luke Shouts. It hits him, and it hits his bat, goes right to the pitcher. So a 1-4-3 double play. Not something you see often. And that pitch missed way upstairs.
Buddy,
And right now the Royals and the Tigers have a delay. That pitch was well outside, but a nice frame there by Clancy leaves David
Pitch was well outside.
Leaves him speechless. And it's an interesting pitch call. 2-1 here on Schroeder. On Dawson Schroeder. Foul to the backstop. Staying alive. Here is Dawson Schroeder. He's got a 2-2 count on him. Tigers right now delayed with the Royals at 4-10. The pitch. Grounded towards short, picked up by Harris. He will fire over to first in time for out number 3. Nothing going for Catholic Central. We head to the 5th inning. Catholic Central still trailing by 3, 11-8. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
Thousands of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow?
It'll be Kofi Ladd Oliver to lead off the top half of the 5th here at the Cougar baseball field. The first pitch from Wadzel is in there for a strike on the leadoff batter for the Blue Devils. Ladd Oliver swings and misses on the 1-0, on the 0-1. 1 ball, or no balls, 2 strikes. Ladd Oliver struck out, popped out, and then walked in his first 3 plate appearances. The pitch in there for a strike 3 looking on Ladd Oliver, so he goes down looking for the second time today, and there's 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. Taking a look now here as we are in the top of the 5th at the Major League Baseball scoreboard here. We'll get that pulled up for you here. Wadzel will kick and deliver. That's bunted and caught by Adam Wadzel. A nice soft pop. Oh, yeah, nice. He didn't even have to dive for it. He made a very nice grab there by
number 10, Corbin Griffin.
Very nice play there by Adam Wadzel to be able to make that grab. The pitch.
All right, I just got my 14th Apple phone.
Misses outside. Ball 1. The MLB has got a lot of games going on right now. Arizona trailing Colorado 3-1. Pitch misses down low. Baltimore leading Washington 5-1 in the bottom of the second. Top of the second, Houston leading Texas 3-0. Top of the third, Minnesota trailing Cleveland 3-0. And that pitch is fouled on the left side. Pittsburgh trailing Atlanta 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, New York and Miami tied at 0. And then Milwaukee leading Cincinnati 3 in the middle of the third, 1-0. All other games are later. The Detroit Tigers have been delayed against the Kansas City Royals. L.A. and San Francisco in the 7 o'clock hour, along with Chicago at St. Louis, Boston at Philadelphia, Tampa Bay at Toronto. The 3-1 popped up high in the air behind home plate. Bob Galvin got in the way of it, but this side is retired by Jabin Bates, making a play on a foul ball behind home plate. We head to the 5th inning stretch. Catholic Central still trailing by a score of 11-8 to the Blue Devils. Let's stretch here on the Cougar Baseball Network. Hope you enjoyed that rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, performed by Cookie Monster back at a Cubs game a couple of years ago. First pitch comes in and hits Aiden Johnson, and he is on base for Adam Waddell here in the top of the 5th, or the bottom of the 5th.
Number 23, Adam Waddell.
Let's finish our rundown of the major league scores here. Coming on to run is Brendan Ferret for Aiden Johnson. That one missed outside. Here, the 8 o'clock hour, we'll see the Mariners and the Padres. Mariners at Padres, that game starting at 8:40, and the Athletics and Angels will have a first pitch of 10:07. The only other game there's only one game in the books thus far today, the White Sox and the Yankees. The Yankees beat the White Sox 7-0 and improved to 27-19 on the year. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Waddell. Or 1 strike to Waddell. They check over to first. Nothing going there. The pitch. Grounded through the gap and into left field. Brendan Ferret will move over to second base. And Aiden Johnson's brother, as the bat boy, will come out and grab the baseball bat.
He's so happy.
It's always fun to see little kids get a chance to participate in the game we all love. here, and that'll bring up Andrew McCall. The set and the delivery grounded toward third. Nobody picked it up, and it's a base hit for Andrew McCall. A little dribbler to short, and it couldn't be picked up. It's an infield single. Here, it'll be
Number 9, Max Trudeau.
It'll be Max Trudeau to step in for Catholic Central. Lots of Catholic Central Cougars getting some playing time that we wouldn't normally see here. It's coming into today. Brendan Trudeau has an on-base percentage, or has a batting average of 1,000. He's had one at-bat with one hit. He scored 5 runs. And while it is 1,000, David, the score sheet doesn't lie. Breaking ball in there for his strike. First pitch there on Trudeau. The set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside. Bases loaded here for Max Trudeau. 0-2 count on him, bottom of the 5th. That swing and a miss. And he retires. He retires Max Trudeau. And as Jim Lantu points out, Max Trudeau has cut his batting average in half with that swing. That'll bring up John Passanaw here. That missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded. Game tying run standing on first. The pitch misses low and away once again. 2 balls, no strikes. 11-8, Catholic Central trails. Gull Lake, the pitch. That one caught the low part of the plate for strike 1. John Passanaw today, at least in this game, is 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice and a strikeout and a ground out. The pitch. Oh, that's strike 2 on the outside corner. Looked like one that Bob Galvin left as a ball earlier today, but he deemed it was in a different spot. The 2-2. Grounded up the middle. Can that get through? It can't. A nice flip to second to retire 1. And they try to get the runner at third, which is Adam Wadzel, but he can't be retired. So it's a fielder's choice for John Passanaw. A nice flip there by Harris to Knapp. A 6-4 retire. And the Cougars get 1 back on the scoreboard. As coming home to score was Brendan Farrett. So it's a 11-9 ball game now. Here the Cougars creeping ever closer to that Gull Lake lead. Wind picking up here in the broadcast booth. That is a breaking ball in there for a strike on Ben English. Kaiser will come set the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner goes down to second, and in with a stolen base once again is John Passanaw. So 0-2 here on English. Kaiser the set, the pitch. Missed low and away. And it looked like the same location that Bob Galvin had been calling earlier, but he says otherwise. 1-2. Missed low and away. It got away from him, but not far enough away from Clancy to warrant anybody coming home. More specifically, Adam Wadzel and John Passanaw over to third. So it's an 11-9 baseball game here at the Cat. The set. The 2-2. Up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The game-tying run is John Passanaw on second. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Cougars get one back there in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Catholic Central trailing Gull Lake by a score of 11-9. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation.
Number 11, Max Flesh.
Why are we playing Let's Go Dodgers?
It's not Let's Go.
No, that's the original one. It's
Okay. I will believe you, Dave. Here we are back for the top of the 6th. Catholic Central. Trailing 11-9. That's a foul back way onto Gartner Field behind us. 11-9. Gull Lake leads this baseball game. We had big explosions of runs back in the 3rd. That's in there low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. The kick and the pitch. Missed up and away. Adam Wadsell comes set. We'll kick and fire. Grounded up the middle. That'll get past Wadsell and then past Ben English, who is at short. And so on first with a leadoff single is Matt Blesh. That'll bring up Julian Harris. Unlike the Cougars, the Blue Devils have not done much tampering with their lineup in this game. Cougars have substituted a lot of people into their lineup. Now, we'll step off. Brendan Ferret now playing first base for Catholic Central. So Ben English is at short. Ferret is at first. That kick in the pitch. Bunt shown. It's called a strike anyway. He pulled back on it. 0-1. McCall and John Passanaw and Bates, the only starters left on the field for the Catholic Central Cougars in their initial position. Adam Wadsell did start the game, but he started at first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Some only good.
Nothing in 2 here. That kick in the pitch. Missed up and away.
Yeah, that's the crowd lined up to go to the bleachers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tigers and Cubs.
Waddell will come set. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A single up the middle has Blesh on first. The 2-2. Missed inside. 3 straight balls have made it a full count here on Blesh.
Sitting next to Cindy. So she's like this the whole game.
3 balls, 2 strikes. But before the pitch, Waddell will check and throw over to first. Nothing coming of that, though. Here it's an 11-9 baseball game. Gull Lake trying to get somebody across for the first time since that 3rd inning, and that pitch is inside. He walks him on a full count. So Julian Harris trots the 90 feet to first base, and over to second goes Blesh, and that'll bring up Daniel Clancy. So around the outfield, looking now, it's Schouts, Schroeder, Trudeau for the Cougars, McCall, English, Passanaw, and Ferret, same direction in the infield. Waddell on the mound, and as always, Bates behind home plate. Waddell checks the runner, forces Blesh to step back a little bit. Waddell steps off the rubber. He'll step back on. The first pitch to Clancy. He shows bunt. It's popped up high and foul back and to the left. Runner on first and a runner on second. A single and a walk, respectively. Nothing in 1 here to Clancy. Waddell comes set. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's a ball. Throw down to third. Well in time. And they get the runner. And now they're calling him safe. Throw to the plate is not in time. And they're telling him he crossed. Oh, my goodness.
He walked all the way over to his coach.
What? He walked over.
He was well out of the batting. He was well out of the baseline. So what happened was McCall said he had the ball kicked out of his mitt when he applied the tag, which I believe was the case. Then Blesh thought he had been called out, so he walked all the way over to his coach. And then once he realized that he had been called safe, he ran to home, and the tag was made by Jabin Bates, but they're saying it was safe. So now the umpires are convening just inside the third base line. They want to know what... Okay. So what has been called here is a timeout. So it will remain 11-9 for the time being. And now Tim McKinnon is hot as he's talking with the 2 umpires, as Bacall clearly had the ball kicked out of his glove at third base. And Coach Tim McKinnon is not happy, judging by that body language.
He walked all the way over to his coach.
Time was called. So they're calling him back to third base after time was called.
Yeah. I would take umpires screwed up for 10.
There's a long discussion here between Bob Galvin and his partner. I don't want to try the name. As it stands, it's a 0-1 count on Clancy. And they're going to call him safe at third. I don't know how you do that. He literally kicked the baseball out of Andrew McCall's glove. This is ridiculous. He was out by a mile, and he He literally kicked the ball out of Andrew McCall's glove. I don't know how you see that if you're standing 10 feet away when we see it up here in the press box. And Tim McKinnon is just as hot as I am right now, if not even hotter. And this is utterly ridiculous. What in the rules of baseball say that one can kick the ball out of somebody's glove and still be safe? They can't. They don't. Show me a rule book and I'll give you $1,000.
Tim's gonna argue this one until they change it. So.
Well, then we might be standing here for a while. Either that or until he gets ejected here. And this is just absolutely, utterly ridiculous. And he's...
Exactly, Tim.
And now there's even more confusion. Now he's got a warning from Bob Galvin. He's not... Nobody coming out of that is happy at all. That is the worst call I have seen all year. How do you allow somebody to stand on third when they just kick the baseball out of somebody's glove? That's utterly ridiculous. But we must move on. So, a runner on third base in Matt Blesh, who did kick the ball out of Andrew McCall's glove. And you got a runner on first in Julian Harris. 0-1. Here to Clancy. Waddell comes set. The pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike.
Well, that one's going to be talked about for a while with the teammates as to why he was called safe. And
now Waddell checks over to first, and I'm sure that's the first thing that Andrew McCall is going to bring up when we talk to him after the game. Usually we meet with a couple of players after the game in the parking lot, talk about what happened, and that will certainly be something of note, especially since Andrew McCall is one of the players we rely on for that information. Grounded up the middle, an RBI base hit into center field for Clancy. You're not wrong, David. Coach McKinnon has to be very careful about what he says from now on. It's a 12-9 baseball game. We've now bumped it up back to 3 runs. So runners on first and second here for Brendan Lokes. Eagle Lake designated hitter has 2 singles with an RBI, 2 runs scored, and a fly out. That's in there for a ball. 1-0. And there are no outs here in the top of the 6th. Catholic Central trailing 12-9. The pitch. Bunt shown. It's fouled down the first base line after a bunt.
Going back to that call, Coach McKinnon was right about it. He said, we could hear it up here, he said to the umpire, you know it's wrong. Why don't you change it? And that's what got him the warning.
And, I mean, as an umpire, you really can't change your call because the way you call it the first time, it's how it is. And unless your fellow umpire sees differently, it's incredibly hard to change it. And a lot of the time, I mean, the infield umpire did have the best vantage point on that compared to Bob Galvin, but still, you're not going to be able to change that unless it's very convincing. 2 straight foul backs to the cage here. Bring the count to 1-2, and another one there. Keeps the count there. That 1 ball, 2 strikes. Waddell comes set, still in search of that first out of the inning. He'll come set. Kick and fire. That's grounded up the middle and through the gap and into right field. And it'll be thrown in by the right fielder, Max Trudeau, in an RBI single. And the thing is, the Cougars had not to go back on it, not to dwell too long on it, but they had Matt Blesh dead to rights on that throw down to third. And you could see him coming in. He chopped his feet and then proceeded to kick the baseball out of Andrew McCall's glove. And I don't know how in anybody's right mind you can call that safe, because it was so clearly and so obviously he was going to be in there. he was going to be out, and apparently the world's upside down.
I mean, it's true. We made no slide effort, so.
Yeah, it's now 13-9 here. Waddell with runners on the corners here. Waddell will come set. He's got runners in the corners. He checks the runner at first, kicks and fires. Swinging a high fly ball foul to the right side. That'll go up and out of play. The pitch. Fly ball into right field. Max Trudeau under it. And he'll be able to make the grab. Throw it home. Will be in time, but it's offline. And coming home to score is Clancy with a sacrifice fly for Blesh.
Number 16, Sam Beckett.
So the Cougars get one out, but not before surrendering yet another run. It's now 14-9. Waddell will check on the runner at first, and Lokes will slide back in safely. It's a 5-run lead for Gull Lake here in the top of the 6th. Pitch is down and in. I've got 1 ball, no strikes.
No strikes?
Actually, 1 ball, 1 strike, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. The 1-1. Caught the outside half of the plate for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Beckett. He is the 6th batter of this inning for Gull Lake.
Nicholson leads the PGA by 4 shots.
The kick in the pitch. That missed inside.
He just made the cut. Yeah, but he had 5 back. I mean, he just made the cut. He had 5 back. Really? Yeah.
All the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball inside, and down goes Beckett swinging, and there are 2 away now.
Number 7, Kofi Ladd Oliver.
That'll bring up Kofi Ladd Oliver. Kofi. Right-handed bat. Stands a straightaway stance. Awaits the first pitch, which won't come, as it's a check over to first. Waddell comes set. He'll kick and pitch. Missed upstairs. The leadoff batter here for the Blue Devils is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Adam Waddell. Gets Ladd Oliver swinging for the first strike of the at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. The kick in the pitch. Missed down low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Probably going to take about 4 washes for Jaden Mitch to get all that freaking dirt out of his uniform.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Runner goes. Curveball missed upstairs. Throw down to second is not in time, but... And Lokes slides in safely. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th.
1 strike or 2 strikes?
Got, what was that last one? I think that was a strike. The pitch. In there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yep, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here. The runner on second in Lokes. We're on the top of the 6th, Catholic Central and Gull Lake. And a high-scoring affair. That's grounded up the gap and into right field. That throw got away, and Jabin Bates having to chase it down, an errant throw. He'll throw down to second, and that got past Ben English, and Kofi Ladd Oliver is at second. Going on a fielder's choice with that single. So, coming home to score is Lokes, and it's now a 15-9 baseball game. Waddell with Ladd Oliver at second comes set. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Picked up there by Ben English, and he'll fire over in time for out number 3. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Catholic Central trying to get some more runs back on that scoreboard. It's 15-9 Gull Lake after 5.5 on your home for Catholic Central baseball.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Jabin Bates steps up to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th, looking like his uniform needs a bit of a wash, as he's got lots of dirt. He's had to get dirty a lot today, both behind the plate and on the base paths. As he stands in, left-handed cuts here in this one. Pitch outside. And you're right, David, it does look like Cougars are maybe going to get Aiden Johnson in here as he is warming up in the Catholic Central bullpen to our left. That one missed outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. That's popped up high to left field, and it'll be caught by the left fielder, Sam Beckett. One away here in the bottom of the 6th for the cleanup hitter in this Catholic Central lineup, Luke Schouts today. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out into the second out of a double play. First pitch to him is lined into left. It'll get down for a base hit. They might have an opportunity for a single. That goes well over the head of the first baseman, Griffin, as Kaiser tried the old 9-3 ground out, which didn't work in their favor there.
Number 3, Dawson Schroeder.
So that'll bring up Dawson Schroeder with Luke Schouts on first. The kick and the pitch. Line drive into center that will not get down. Is playing shallow was lad Oliver. And he'll make the grab. With the Cougars putting in their little bit of a
Number 13, Brendan Ferret.
weaker lineup, if you would say that. The outfield playing very shallow. Brendan Ferret now at the plate. The pitch. Fouled away to the right. Nothing in one here to Ferret after he fouled that first pitch. Back into the right. The pitch. Missed down and away in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kaiser will come set and deliver. Swing and a miss by Ferret. One ball, 2 strikes here on Brendan Ferret. Brendan Ferret only has 3 plate appearances thus far. Before today, he swings and misses on a fastball upstairs. Cougars go down in 4 batters. We head to the 7th last call for baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked,
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity.
Well, we're back here inside of the Cougar baseball field at the Cat as new pitcher to tell you about. It's the big right-hander, number 25, Aiden Johnson. So far this year, through 9 1/3 innings of work, he's had a 5.48 ERA.
Number 10, Corbin Griffin.
And he'll go to work against Corbin Griffin, will be his first batter to face.
Johnson will work from the hip the first pitch. Missed low and inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Missed upstairs. Johnson throws pretty fast. He uses all of his height and strength to get behind that baseball. Though he's not the fastest pitcher on this team, that honor goes to Peyton Klaus, who can hit high 80s. Pop fly. McCall under it, and he can't make the grab on a foul ball, on a ball that fooled him, fooled everybody else too. He thought it was going into foul territory, and it just kept going fair. And in with an infield single is Griffin. It's definitely one you don't see every day. It'll be Trevor Sensky. Mm-hmm. The batter for Gull Lake. Big kick in the pitch. Fly ball, first base side. Getting out of that is Adam Wadzel. 4 out, number 1. Yeah, he's back at first. So Sensky is retired here. First. So with Wadzel back at first, Brendan Ferret has been taken out once again. The kick in the pitch. Missed upstairs.
Well, the things you can only do in high school to put a man who started at first and went to pitcher and then back to first.
That is one of the fun things about seeing baseball at this level. Pitch is up and in. 2 balls, no strikes now. On Julian Harris. Johnson will check over, come set. The 2-0. Missed, low and away. We're in the top of the 7th. Here at the Cat in the final game of this 2021 Joe Godleski Baseball Tournament. They're kicking the pitch. In there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike, pardon. For Harris, this is his 5th plate appearance. He's only had 2 at-bats, though, which resulted in a single. He'll ground that up. Double play ball opportunity. They got 4, they got 3, they got 4, they got 6, and they got 3. As the Cougars, an inning-ending double play, retire Corbin Griffin and Julian Harris on a 4-6-3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Cougars to get 6 across and tie up this baseball game. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to...
Number 23, Adam Wanzel.
It'll be Adam Wadzel to start things off for Catholic Central here. He is Oh, he was 1 for 2 with a single, reaching on an error and a walk. First pitch is a ball from Kaiser.
Well, fans, don't forget to stick with us after the game for Cougars post-game following a short break right after the game. We'll get you caught up on what you missed if you were joining us late, as that one's poked in the left by Wanzel for a leadoff single.
So Wanzel on first, Andrew McCall will come up to bat. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a hit by pitch. He's reached base all 3 times. He has stepped up to the plate here today. The set and the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. Cougars trailing by 6 here in the bottom of the 7th. That kick on the pitch. Missed low. 2 balls, no strikes now on Andrew McCall. McCall came around to score one of those runs back in the 3rd. That kick on the pitch. Line to first and an easy double play. My goodness. One of the chances of that, it's lined right to Griffith at first base. He makes the grab and steps on first to double up Wanzel. So it's a unassisted double play. And there are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Cougars down to the last batter. Now it's grounded up the middle. It got past Harris at second. And Max Trudeau, we are not done yet here at the Cat, as that'll bring up the top of the order in John Passanaugh. So, John Passanaugh will step to the plate. The pitch up and in, almost hit him. So when he's batting with 2 outs, John Passanaugh, through 15 at-bats, is a batting average of .333. He's got a 1-0 count on him right now. Pitch, low and away. Two balls, no strikes on the Catholic Central number 1 hitter, trying to spark something in a 2-out rally for the Cougars. Comes set does Kaiser. Will deliver. Miss low and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Ben English is on deck, if I'm reading it right. Yep, he is on deck. 3 balls, no strikes here to John Passanaugh. Kaiser comes set, kicks and fires. Got the outer half of the plate for strike 1. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, runner on first. For the Catholic Central Cougars, that is Max Trudeau, and a big swing and a miss there by John Passanaugh. Full count. Cougars down to their final strike. It is a 15-9 baseball game here at the Cat. Passanaugh will rock back. Await the pitch. Fly ball left field. Under it is Beckett. Beckett tracking over to his left. He'll make the grab. And the Gull Lake Blue Devils bring home a winner in this one by a final score of 15-9. And they also take home the championship in the Joe Godleski Baseball Tournament of 2021. We will step aside for a quick bit, and when we come back, we will have a recap of this one here from the Cat. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
The game draws us to sports as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We are back for one final time here inside the broadcast booth. Reagan Cleaves and David Shemblin. Here is the Gull Lake Blue Devils win this by a final score of 15-9 at the Cat. David, how did Gull Lake win this one?
They scored more runs.
Well, Reagan, they had that big third inning where they spotted 8. Cougars came back and plotted 6 of their own, but Cougars were kind of outplayed this one. They're kind of using everybody on his bench besides Hoffman. Yeah, fortunately they didn't get the one call to go their way, but they'll have to shake that one off and move on to the next things as the Blue Devils win this tournament.
Yeah, and I thought Blue Devils played very well today outside of that third inning. They played well enough to beat East Grand Rapids and get those 2 wins and close out the championship of this Joe Godleski baseball tournament here at the Cat by a final score of 15-9. Well, taking a look ahead for both of these 2 teams, Grand Rapids Catholic Central will play South Christian in a doubleheader at South Christian Sports Park at 4:15 on Tuesday, on the 25th, while Gull Lake will play Monday at St. Joseph in a doubleheader. That will be at a 4 p.m. first pitch. Our next broadcast will actually be next Thursday when Catholic Central has a single header against the Sailors of South Christian. That game will start at about 4:15, and our coverage of that will begin about 4 o'clock, 4:10, somewhere around there. But we will have that game for you here on the Cougar Baseball Network. One final look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. The Detroit Tigers, last check, were deadlocked at 0. We'll get another score on that one. The West Michigan Whitecaps lost the first of that doubleheader against Wisconsin 9-8, and they're in the bottom of the first. West Michigan up at bat, nothing going for either team in the early goings of that baseball game. Right now, the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers are scoreless in the bottom of the first. And you can listen to that game on Wood Radio or ESPN, either 1300 AM or 106.9 FM, or on ESPN, depending on which one they're on today. We don't know for sure. That will just about do it for us this afternoon. But before we step away, we will take a look at our sponsors for Cougar Athletics. Cougar Athletics are presented by Meyer, Dempsey Ventures, Fox Motors, Lacari Sicilian Pizza Kitchen, Kent Rubber Supply, Lax Enterprises, Treadstone Funding, Law Weathers Attorneys and Counselors. The Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Micah Myers, Attorneys at Law. Applied Imaging. Buffalo Wild Wings. The Braun Walsh Group. Baird Private Wealth Management. Distinctive Catering by Brands. Your event done perfectly. Big E's Sports Grill. ETNA. And UCS, United Commercial Services. Well, that will just about wrap up our coverage of these games and the Joe Godleski Baseball Tournament 2021 edition. But we will be back on Thursday for the single header against South Christian. Until then, this is Reagan Cleves saying so long from the Cat in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as the Catholic Central Cougars fall to the Gull Lake Blue Devils by a final score of 15-9 as the Blue Devils capture the championship of the Joe Godleski Baseball Tournament. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful evening, everybody.